Hello, welcome to Power Yoga with Stephanie Renee. We're going to go ahead and get started with our flow for today, this morning, this evening, whenever it is that you are finding opportunity for your practice. We're going to keep the music off, so this gives you the opportunity to set the environment where you are, to play your music, to light incense, Palo Santos, sage, candles, whatever you need in order for your practice for today. So we are going to start actually on our backs. So let's come to our backs. And we're going to bring our feet together. Our legs are open. If this is a little intense, oftentimes you can place blocks up under your knees for a little support. And you can bring your hands, they can be down by your side. You can place your right hand on your heart, your left hand on your belly. And just allow the eyes to close as we take a few moments to center ourselves, to bring ourselves to this time, to our practice. Bringing our attention to our mat, keeping our focus there for the next 30 to 40 minutes. And just noticing the breath, noticing how the belly lifts and expands and opens up into the hands as you take a deep breath in. Notice how the belly releases, the belly button draws towards the spine as you exhale. Focusing on that conscious breath. Maybe you notice as you take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, there's an audible sound. Maybe you're familiar with Ujjayi breath. So that ocean breath that we can make at the back of our throat as we take an exhale. Just connecting each movement, each thought with the breath. Allowing what's happening off the mat, let it stay there for a time. Whatever you have to do after your mat, it'll be there for you. Just focus on this time that you have on your mat for yourself. To dream, to imagine. We'll go ahead and flutter the eyes open if they were closed. We'll go ahead and extend the legs long. We'll take the arms long and we'll stretch, pointing the toes, reaching the fingers back, and relaxing and releasing. We'll draw the knees into the chest, holding on at the shins, maybe rocking from side to side. Massaging into the lower back a little bit. We'll come to stillness. We'll plant the feet on the floor, extending the right leg high in the air. You can rotate that ankle out, point and flex the foot. Make sure to rotate in the opposite direction. And we're going to bend into that right knee, crossing it over the left. We're going to lift the left foot off the mat, reach through that window for a gentle figure 4 stretch. That right knee is moving or pushing itself away from the body. And we're flexing into the feet. And we'll release both feet to the mat. Extending into the left leg, again, pointing and flexing the foot, rotating the ankle, whatever you like. being sure to move in the opposite direction. And we'll bend into the left knee, crossing that left ankle right there over the right knee, lifting the right foot, reaching through that window, gently coming to a figure four stretch. Again, the left knee is pushing away from the body, flexing into both feet. And we'll release both feet to the mat. We'll bring the knees towards the chest one more time, giving them a nice hug, maybe lifting up the head, coming into a nice ball. And we're going to rock and roll forward and back a couple of times. And coming up to a seated position. We're going to come to tabletop, so let's come forward. Maybe walk the body a little bit back. We're going to plant the hands, go ahead and tuck the toes, and we'll lift the hips for our first downward facing dog. Being very gentle here, maybe shaking the head, yes, no, left, right. And we'll step our feet together to touch. We'll lower to our knees. We'll bring our bottom towards our feet, and we'll come to child's pose. Forehead to the mat, the arms can be extended long, or you can bring your hands down by your feet. Deep breath in, feel the belly expand onto the tops of the legs, and exhale. And we'll push back up to table, separating the knees and toes, and we'll drop the belly, lift the head, coming to cow, exhale, rounding to cat. So inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, and exhale, rounding. Your feet can be flat or tucked, the toes. Inhale, and exhale. Moving at your own pace here, moving with your breath, filling the belly with air, and exhaling. And coming to a neutral spine, we'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, pushing back to downward facing dog. We'll look up at our hands. We'll walk our feet forward to meet them. Knees will bend a lot. Bringing the belly to the tops of the legs. Just hanging out here. Breathing into the belly and exhaling. And we'll begin rolling up, coming to standing, nice and slow, lifting up, bringing the head up. And we'll roll the shoulders up and back, and we are in mountain pose. Taking a deep breath in, both arms lift high. Exhale, hands to the heart as you forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, step your feet back, come to plank. Exhale, drop the knees, the belly, the chest, the chin. Inhale, lifting up just a little for baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, pushing back to downward facing dog. Let's pedal the feet out here. Making sure the pads of the fingertips, the knuckles are in contact with the mat. We'll bring our dog to stillness. Looking up at the hands, we'll walk the feet forward to meet them. Knees may bend a lot. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting all the way up, arms reach high. Exhale the hands to the heart and down by your side. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, step back. Exhale, drop the knees, the belly, chest, chin. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, pushing back to downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths here. You can shake the head, yes, no. You can pedal out the feet. And we'll look up at the hands. Walk the feet forward to meet them. Knees may bend a lot. Inhale, lift, flattening out the back. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting all the way up, reach high. Exhale, the hands to the heart and down by your side. Deep breath in, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhaling down. Inhale, stepping back. Exhale, drop the knees, the belly, the chest, the chin. Inhale, lifting up, baby cobra. Exhale, coming to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Whatever micro movement you need here. And we'll look up at the hands. Walk the feet forward to meet them. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Inhale, lifting all the way up, nice and high. Exhale, the hands to your heart and down by your side. We're going to sit in a chair, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Step the feet back for plank. You can flow through chaturanga or take your option. So lower halfway, lifting up to upward facing dog. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths here. And we'll step the right and left foot together to touch. Lifting the left leg high in the air, three-legged dog. We're going to bring that leg forward, underneath the body, knee towards nose for tiger curl. And take that leg back. Bring that leg forward, tiger curl, round into the upper back. Take that leg high, three-legged dog. This time, bring it forward and step it through. Drop the back foot, lifting up for warrior one. Releasing the hands. Taking that left foot back, you can flow through your vinyasa or push back to downward facing dog. Meeting in downward facing dog. We'll bring the right and left foot together to touch. This time, right leg goes high in the air, three-legged dog. Bring that leg forward, tiger curl. Take it back high, three-legged dog. Bring the leg forward, knee towards your nose. Take it up. This time, bring that leg forward, step it through, drop the back foot. Inhale, lifting up to warrior one. Releasing down. Taking that foot back, flow through your vinyasa or push back to downward facing dog. Making any movements in downward facing dog that are necessary. From downward facing dog, we'll lift up high on the tippy toes, bend the knees, walk the feet, step the feet, or float the feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Coming to chair as you inhale. Exhale as we stand, hands to the heart and down by our side. Coming back to that chair, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Feet go back. Float through your vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. We'll step the right and left foot together to touch. Left leg high. Step it forward. Lifting up. Warrior one. Releasing the hand. Take the foot back. Push back to downward facing dog. Step the feet together. Right leg high. Step that leg through. Dropping the back foot and lifting as you inhale, warrior one. Exhale down. Take the foot back, float through your vinyasa, or push back to downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths in and out here. We'll lift up high on the toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, bring your feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Coming to that chair, and we'll lift hands to the heart and down by your side. Good job, everyone. Coming back to that chair, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Feet go back. Float through your vinyasa. Couple deep breaths in downward facing dog. In through the nose. Exhale through the nose. We'll bring the feet together to touch. Left leg high in the air. Bring that leg forward, step it through. Lifting up for warrior one. And we'll open up to warrior two. I'm going to turn around and face you all. Warrior two. We'll turn the palm towards the ceiling, coming to reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. You may want to adjust the feet, they may be fine. But we're going to reach forward, reach a little further, and come to triangle. Your expression. You can look up at the ceiling. You can look at the floor. We'll lift up, coming to warrior two, where we'll cartwheel the arms down, take that foot back, flow through your vinyasa. Couple deep breaths in downward facing dog. We'll step the feet together to touch. Right leg goes high in the air this time. Bring that leg forward, step it through. Lifting up for warrior one as you drop that back foot. We'll open up to warrior two. I'm going to turn around and face you all. We'll turn the palm towards the ceiling. We'll watch that palm as it lifts for reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. We'll straighten the front leg. We'll reach forward, maybe a little more, and then cartwheel the arms over, coming to your expression for triangle. Again, if you've got some space, you can use a block. You can hold on to the ankle or the shin, twisting at the waist, looking up or looking down. And we'll lift up, coming back to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down. Take that foot back, flow through your vinyasa or push back to downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths in downward facing dog here. We'll lift high up on our toes, bend the knees, gaze forward, bring your feet forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down, lifting up to chair, standing tall, releasing the hands to the heart and down by your side. We're going to take a deep breath in, lifting the arms high. We're going to exhale, forward fold. The hands are on the mat. And we're going to shift the weight to the right foot as we lift the back foot, the left foot behind us, flexing into the foot. Now you may want a slight bend in your right leg and lifting up onto the fingertips, finding your balance. Maybe you lift up for warrior three. Engaging that glute. And if you were lifted up, release the hands to the mat. If your fingertips were on the mat, keep them there. We're going to lift that left leg a little higher, coming to a standing split. And we'll bring that leg down. We'll inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Hands to the heart and down by their sides. Deep breath in. Both arms reach high. Exhale the hands to your heart as you flow forward to standing forward fold. And we'll shift the weight to the left foot, taking the right leg behind us, flexing into that foot. And you could just practice with your balance here, high up on your tiptoe fingers. Maybe bend into the left leg, the knee. Coming to warrior three. Chest is lifted here, leg is lifted. And we'll release to the mat. Taking that right leg high in the air. You can point the foot here if you'd like. Allowing the head, the face to reach towards that left shin. Engaging those glutes. And we'll release that leg, bringing the foot next to the left. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting and rolling all the way up. Exhale the hands to the heart and down by your side. We're going to take a big step to the right or left, depending on which way you are facing. And we want the toes on a diagonal. And we're going to become a 5-pointed star. And we'll release down and lift. And releasing down and lift, releasing down and lift, and coming down and holding for goddess. Arms can stay high. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can also bring your hands to your waist. Maybe lower a little further. And while we're here, we'll take it a little further, maybe walking the feet in a little bit, coming to goddess. Ooh. Yogi squat, malasana. Using the elbows, really opening up, pushing against the knees. And we'll use our legs to lift all the way back up and releasing, coming to the front of our mat. Taking a deep breath in, coming to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Taking the feet back. Lower. Flow through your vinyasa. And coming to downward facing dog. And we'll bring the knees to the mat. And we'll sit our bottom back so that we are able to swing the legs around. And we're going to bend into the knees. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to prepare for boat. So, sort of rocking back, lifting the legs. You can hold on to your boat. You can straighten your legs. Again, the legs can stay bent. You can release your boat. We're going to breathe. Keeping the spine long. Engaging the core to protect the lower back. If you like a little challenge, you can come to low boat. So just hovering. Feel the shake. Lifting back up. Let's do that one more time if you're ready, if you're up for the challenge. Lifting up. Releasing the feet. Wrapping around. Sitting up tall. We'll go ahead and bring the hands to one side so that we can swing the legs around. We're going to bring the feet together, open the knees wide, and come to extended child's pose here. Deep breaths in and out here. We'll go ahead, lifting up, coming through table, and bringing the belly to the mat. We're going to bring our hands down by our sides. The gaze is at the mat. And we're going to begin lifting the chest and lowering. Then we'll lift the legs and lower. We're going to take the hands, if it's an option for you, interlace the fingers. Maybe you can even try reaching for your elbows. And we're going to lift the chest, lift the legs, lifting up for locust. Breathing. And releasing. Bringing the hands in front, stacking them on top, resting your forehead, using the hands as a pillow. We're going to use the hands, bringing them under the shoulders to push ourselves up. And we're going to come back so that we can swing our legs around and come to our back. We want the knees bent here, feet on the mat. We're going to lift the knees up off the mat. We're going to tee the arms, and we'll allow the knees to drop towards the right as the face and the gaze turn towards the left. Keeping the left shoulder on the mat, just coming into this spinal twist. Taking some deep breaths in and out here. Allowing that sense of wonder and dream to continue as we're still on our mat. Focusing on the breath. We'll lift the legs, bringing the face and the legs back towards the ceiling, and allow them to drop to the opposite side. Turning the gaze in the opposite direction. Keeping that right shoulder on the mat. Breathing into the twist. Each breath allows that shoulder to sink a little further. And bringing the face and the legs back towards the ceiling. You can release the feet to the mat. And before we settle in our final asana, consider, is there anything else that you need? Maybe you need a bridge, shoulder stand, plow, whatever it is that your body needs before we settle into our final asana. Just listen and honor your body, what it is it may need. And as you're ready, let's release everything onto the mat. Take the legs long, the feet out to the edges of the mat. Let them flop to the sides. Bring our hands down by our sides with our palms facing up for receiving. Allow the eyes to close or the gaze to soften. Releasing any tension in the face, releasing any tension in the jaw. Removing the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relaxing into the shoulders and just noticing your breath. Release any tension in the glutes or any gripping in the legs. And Shavasana. If you'd like to stay here a little longer, feel free. For those of you needing to carry on with your day, just go ahead and deepen that breath, filling that belly into the ribs, into the heart, and exhaling. We're taking the hands towards the ceiling and let the arms release behind us. Taking that good morning stretch, reaching forward and back, and releasing. And rolling to the left or to the right, letting that arm serve as a little pillow as you come into a fetal position. using the hands, pushing yourself up, coming to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed or your gaze soft. Bring the hands to heart center. Taking a deep breath in together. And we'll open the mouth and sigh it out. Bringing the hands to the third eye, to the forehead, for clarity of thought. Bringing the hands to the lips, for clarity of speech. And bringing the hands back to the heart, for clarity of action. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.